let me walk you through this week's module real quick. And I'm going to take you in all the way from the outside because apparently some people are struggling. So come in here, click on courses. This is what you're going to see. And then either your 19Z3 or your 19Z4. That's your section number, by the way. Click on it. And I'm going to click on student preview so that you see the same thing that I see. And a new folder has now arrived. So click on it. Click on Module Overview. We're talking about photosynthesis and cellular respiration this time. I'll tell you a little bit why you care. The walkthrough is going to be right here. Objective statements is usually the module activities are listed here, but I'm going to go over it in just a second. Background and lecture info. To get to the reading materials, click here. So you read the chapter in the book. To click the reading materials, you'll click here. And this is where you see the tour guide, the sample questions, the lecture PowerPoint, assignment materials that you're going to need. There's the in-class exercise materials. You're going to need those to do the assignments. And the From Mouth to ATP pictures should help you with one of the assignments too. Back to the course. Here's Pearson ebook access. Click on it for the chapter. Then here is a couple of additional demonstrations. The story is a little, the narration is a little too complicated. But look at this anyway, because these molecules, this is similar to the molecules of the cell, the Harvard video. This is also a Harvard video, but it's the Harvard mitochondria video. It's just fascinating to look at what these molecules do, and you'll see the ATP synthase. It literally is built like a turbine, and it spins and does its thing. So look at that just for kicks. The glucose song is probably a little too nerdy even for my taste. And then here you've got Crash Course Photosynthesis, Bill Nye, and a little bit of a story, just as illustration. And then we get to the assignments. So you've got a bunch of things this time. Again, assignment materials are right here. But basically, you've got sample questions again. Make sure you do those sample questions for the exam. Check them in Mastering Biology. Look at the demonstration materials. The in-class exercise, actually, I'll go through them in just a second. Actually, I'll go through them in now. So the in-class exercise is a exercise, let me go view the assessment real quick, where I want you to look at in-class exercise assignment materials. Under the assignment materials, click on in-class exercise. And what I want you to do after you study the things in the book. So what I normally do when I have when I have students in class, what I will do is I will put them together in groups, and I will give them this picture and this picture and this picture and this picture. And then I will ask them to label all the things. And usually everybody gets really confused. And then they start thinking through these. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to start thinking through these. So this one here, right, these are clearly thylakoid membranes, right, the thylakoid stack. This one, probably sunshine. What are we thinking, right? This one, what is this organelle right here? So fill these in. And I want you to try to fill these in without looking at the book. So see what you already know. See what you can figure out. What do you know about photosynthesis? So this is photosynthesis, right? What do you think this hexagonal thing is? what do you think this thing is? What do you think this thing is? The same picture is in the book. So when you're done, go back to the book and fill this out correctly. What I want you to do with this is I want you to literally just work with the material, because there's a lot of words here, a lot of vocabulary, a lot of concepts. And the more you work with the material, the more you play with it, the easier it is for you to memorize. So play with me here for a little bit, and hopefully you'll get a better grasp of the subject. So um, that's what that is all about. So the next one, oh God, can I save and close this? Oh, I guess I need to do something here and submit this. Oh, apparently I can't. Can I not? What's it doing for me? Excuse me, why is it not allowing me to submit this? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, I'll close this. Next assignment is creative writing. So this is a creative writing assignment. So this one, and it doesn't have to be creative writing, it could be anything. Basically, what I want you to do is I want you to try to explain how photosynthesis works, but do it in any way you want to. You can do it with creative writing, pretend that you're an oxygen atom and you have two friends that are hydrogen atoms. Pretend that, pretend you're a photon. I don't care. Pretend you're something. Um, and the or draw a cartoon. I've had cartoons before. Draw whatever, something creative, something photosynthesis. Try to explain something in the thing you're submitting. But I want you to just be a little creative, and hopefully this is going to be something for the not so nerdy people around here that may enjoy doing something like that. So that's the creative writing thing. That's the photosynthesis assignment. The next one is your compare and contrast. So this one, photosynthesis and cellular respiration, they seem to be in some ways they seem to be opposite processes, and in some ways they seem to be very similar processes, and I just want you to think through these. This starts out with a couple of almost leading questions, but it's kind of the I want to make sure that you think through what the things are that you need to know before you then talk about here, how are they similar, how they're different. So there's 10 points to be had for this question. There's 1 point each for the others. And I'm just gonna click one of those things so I can submit this. I'm going to submit this. And then last but not least, and this is going to be this one here, I want you to just get an idea of resources that you can find. So because they're the respiration and photosynthesis are difficult processes to grasp. Again, the more material you have to play with, the better it is for you. So find a video, look at either this resource. So there's different resources. Actually, let me click on this real quick. If you click on this resource page, you've got Hank's Biology Crash Course video. You can click on that playlist. And if you click on that playlist, you'll find that there's different things you can do photosynthesis right here. So there's a number of different things, and you can use this, carbon, water, biological molecules. So there's lots of review materials you can use, and that's really why I want you to kind of look at these so you see what's in there. Bozeman Science is similar. Khan Academy is similar. Maybe even one of those online textbooks may help you with the material. So just kind of look through this, pick one that has to do with photosynthesis or cellular respiration. So it's got to have something to do with the subject, please. Um, and then just answer these questions. Um, and I'm going to submit this so that it looks like I can go for the next one. And then the next one, the next assignment, that's the big one. So that's actually worth 20 points. And again, I'm giving you a couple of leading questions so you kind of have an idea what you're talking about. But the basic gist of this assignment is I want you to kind of put the mitochondrium. Teachers are terrible at, we as biology teachers, we are terrible. We're really good at taking apart subjects and teaching you just one little bit at a time. So we're going to teach you about mitochondria. We're going to teach you about chloroplasts. We're going to teach you about digestion. We're going to teach you about the cardiovascular system. We're going to teach you about cells. But we never put anything together. I want you to try to put things together. So think back to the fuel video, think back to the pulse video. How were they connected to the activity of the mitochondria? What did they have to do with that? And try to put together, what do the mitochondria need? How does it get to them? And then what happens inside of there? Just see how far you can get. If you're struggling with this, reach out to Victoria. She can help you with this, and this particular assignment may require a couple of different submissions. You may submit one, and I say no, that's not good enough. Go to Victoria, try it again, and then you try it again, and that's it for this week. I'm gonna click on blood here real quick. Go to submit to make sure that I have all of them that I needed to do. And when I click to the next thing, it goes to the next chapter. So it looks like I've gotten all the assignments done, but to make sure that I do, if I were you, I would then go to the gradebook and see what's going on with all the assignments that are chapter 6 and 7. And as a matter of fact, I realize I haven't done um, the cellular respiration photosynthesis ones yet. So um, click on these. So the mastering activities, those are still ones that I missed that I haven't done yet. So there's 3 of them this time. There's chapter 6, chapter 7, and then there's an additional one that's like a chapter 6 activities. Um, that apparently, hang on, let me go back to the content. And I either haven't made them visible to you yet, assignments, or they don't come up. Well, apparently they don't just come up. So open this assignment thing up and just see to make sure that all these things are there. And then again, like before, you can open this and then mark this as complete once you've done it. I hope this is helpful. And let me know if you have any questions or if anything's amiss.